What is up, guys? This is Resi Peace, and I'm here about to talk about these three albums that I've had envisioned in my mind for years. So, to me, I think about wanting to make a so called classic album through my eyes, my perspective, my point of view. And, because, hip hop has so many styles, there's so many different ways to say what you want to say. And so for me, I'm like, how do I approach this? How can I make like the perfect albums by me, Because I feel like over the decades, there's been amazing music, some that I think are classics, which is a really good goal to get to. Like, if you can make a timeless album or something that just means a lot to a lot of people, that's art. Over the years, I think there's been a lot of albums like that still. Well, I don't know if I want to say a lot, but there's been some. But at the same time, there's so much art out there being made that is just so quick. It may be meaningful or lyrical, but you don't hear too many records from new artists that have hooks that just pop, that just stand out. Maybe they do, but then the meaning lacks. And so all that goes to say is that I've thought a lot about what I want my albums to be like. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna dive into my thoughts about my three projects right now because I think it'll bring more clarity. It'll just help me, like, realize what I want them to really be. So the first one, I want it to be called A Long Way Home, which is really just gonna be it's not really like a statement. It's more just expressing my journey in life in a certain time, because I feel like I'm gonna be at a point where I just want to like get away from attention and acknowledgement and just purely speak from the soul. Like, I want to make an album that's very peaceful and uplifting, but isn't trying to like prove anything or be like just really like anything like that. Like, basically, I just want to like make a nice love song or something that just makes you feel more joy or happiness or things like that, because I think no matter who you are, no matter where you're at in life, it can be a long way home, but it's not supposed to be something that's negative in any way. It's just like trying to appreciate the journey and the moments that you do get to have. Life is not perfect, but I think A Long Way Home can be sort of this soundtrack that just, yeah, that just like is timeless, that just relates to everyone and really speaks to people, because we all need that. Like, why would we just think about the hard times a lot or think about where we want to get to when we can just find that peace that we can have right now? So that's what I want A Long Way Home to be like. Now, the next album is gonna be called Honest, and that one is more me like on some hip hop, like really rapping. And I don't want to just say it'll be classic, but it probably will be to me. Just really timeless, a great work of art, because it's more of a statement. I'm still not trying to prove anything per se, but I just have this grand vision of the world being a better place one day, regardless of what happens, regardless of the current state in the world. I'm not here to dwell on the negativity or all these things that we don't want to know about. Like, I know sometimes we got to think about it. We got to be aware. There's things going on that we don't want to have happen. But where's the hope? Where's the peace and just the truth? You know what I mean? So I at the same time, I want it to be entertaining and just fun and cool. But Honest is like just something that's gonna really embody like the positivity, the happiness, and the freedom that we should all be living in now, you know, regardless of how the world ends up or where we're at right now currently as humanity. Like I just want to talk about positive things at the end of the day, and I'm still figuring out what this album will really be, but I think about it every day, man. I'm so passionate about music, and I just want to make like a really good rap album. That's some of my thoughts. So I don't want to say too much about the next project, but I want it to be called Rich is Freedom. And it's almost like a part two to Honest. It's just gonna be even better raps because I know once I make the first two albums, I'll be in a better place. So yeah, man, I want to make it be called Rich is Freedom because, you know, first of all, I'm not really talking about money. I'm talking about being rich in spirit. Because when you're rich in spirit, bro, that's how you'll get to freedom, man. It's not really about the money. That money is just a tool that we need to use to keep things in order in life, you know. So yeah, for me, I think Rich is Freedom. The title alone is very powerful. I don't think too many people have thought about a name like that. Um, but yeah, it's pretty much the end of that trilogy, the three albums, because that's the end goal. Like, first, it's a long way to get home, but I'm being positive about it. Then Honest is like me being honest about like the state of the world, and it's just me being honest with how we should look at life and be about it. Then Rich is Freedom is like the point of it, like what we're trying to get to. Like we all just need to be wealthy and then know to like live in freedom, have life be in freedom, the world, you know? So yeah, man, I don't really know too much about the third yet. That's more far ahead. Yeah, man, those are my three albums that I really want to make. And for now, I'm just making other projects, but those are in the works for sure. Peace.